Okay, so good afternoon, all. In today's session, we will discuss if, else if ladder and switch case. These are two branching statements. So, is this screen is visible to everyone? Yes. Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, first, I will explain the theoretical aspects of the branching statements again. So, control statement chapter we have divided into two parts. Okay, so first part is called as the branching statements. Great. And second part is called as the looping statements. Okay, so branching statements and looping statements. In branching statements, guys, there are different branches, and out of that only one branch we want to execute. So these are the branching statements. So which are the branching statements? We have already seen first, that is if statement, and second called as if else statement, third is called as nested if else statement with their respective examples and their respective syntaxes. So next branching statement is called as if else if ladder. Okay, and last one is called as switch case. Great. So these are 5 different types of branching statement. So guys, already we have seen what are the different syntaxes and their respective examples of if else, nested if else branching statements. So next type is called as if else if ladder. So first we have discussed what is the syntax of if else if ladder. So syntax. Okay, so syntax first is the if. This is small case letter if. Okay, if you write I capital, then it is syntactical error, because C is a case sensitive language. You have to write like this: if, then condition. After condition, don't write any semicolon. Then write curly bracket. Inside the curly bracket, you can write body of if statement. Then you can write else if, else, then give the space, and then if, and again for the if part you have to write condition, then no semicolon after at the end of the condition, then again curly brackets, write body of else if statement. Great. So here what you have to do, you have to write if condition, then body of if statement, again else. You can write this else if here also, no doubt, after this curly bracket or below the curly bracket. So else if, again condition. Guys, understood? Else part does not have any condition at all. But here not only else if, that's why it is having a condition. So this is a type of ladder. Okay, so these are different steps of that ladders. So check one by one step and move upward. Similarly, again else if, again you can write condition. Okay, if the condition is true, then that body get executed. So body of else if statement. Okay, so how many times you have to write this else if, else if? There is no limit. So dot dot, that means we have write multiple times. Great. After that, last statement in the ladder is again just else and the body of else. Great. So this is whole is called as the syntax of if else if ladder. Last statement is else, means otherwise. If that any condition does not get executed, then else get executed. Here what is the execution flow of if else if ladder? So or it is also called as else if ladder only, else if ladder. Okay, so here what is the execution flow? First, at the runtime environment checks if the condition is true. If the first condition is true, then its respective body get executed and cursor goes out of this ladder and goes to the end of this else. Okay, if this condition is not true, then cursor goes to check next condition. If the next condition is not true, then it checks the next condition. If this condition is true, then its body, means else if body, get executed and cursor jumps out of that ladder. That means here are different branches are there. If, else if, else if, these are the different branches. Only one branch at a time get executed. If else if does not get executed, last branch, that is the else branch, get executed. For that purpose it is called as branching. So there are, if there are number of branches, out of that branch only one branch is executed based on the condition, guys. So that is called as branching statements. Guys, hope you understand what is the syntax of if else if ladder or else if ladder and its respective execution flow. Okay, yes, any doubts till this? Yes, any doubts? If you have any doubts, please ask. Uh, please speak loud. Your yes, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, Kaushik. So let's move to the problem statements from our list. So for this semester, we have modified the some problem statements. So here we will solve this fifth problem statement, which is based on else if ladder. So first read this problem statement. Write a program to print types of triangles taking length of 3 sides from the user using, okay, here we have not a nested if else. Instead of that, what we have to use? Else if ladder. Okay, else if ladder. So how we can solve it? We will see that. Next, a triangle is equilateral triangle if its sides are equal, if it is isosceles, if two sides of the triangles are equal, and if none of the sides are equal, then it is called as scalene triangle. So these are the different types of triangles. We have to print which type of triangle based on the sides which we have taken from the user. Okay, great. So how we can solve it? So for that purpose, first what we decide, that first we solve it by different ways. For this we have used ladder. Yes, it is possible. For these three branches, equilateral, isosceles and scalene, we have to use ladder. But for one condition is required, which is based on if else. Okay, we will solve that. Before that, first source code, copy this whole problem statement, paste it. Okay, write comment, multi-line comment, that is /star, then star /. That's mean these statements are not executed. These are the comment line. Okay. Yes. Now start our program. So first include header file #include stdio.h. Great. Then integer main, that is main function. Okay. So before that, we will think on how output looks like. So how output looks like. So first on the console, this is your console, okay, on which output get displayed. So assume it is a console. So how output looks like, for that first enter length of 3 sides. Okay. So first the message is we have to take the lengths of 3 sides of a triangle. Okay, lengths of 3 sides of a triangle. Okay, so this is the message. After that message, user enters some lengths, for example 10, 20 and 30. Great. So what is the type of this triangle? Guys, tell me.
Scalene triangle.
Or I have write it 15. 10, 15, 30. Which type of triangle?
Scalene triangle.
Scalene triangle. Okay. Is it correct? Is it correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
Think on that. No, it is not correct. Because, yeah, if none of the sides are equal, then it is called as scalene triangle. Yes, but guys, is it from these three lengths, is it triangle is formed? That is my first question. Triangle is formed from these three lines, three values of the sides? No, at all. This is the 30 size. Okay, I will show you on the paint. Okay. Suppose first is 30. This is the AB length. Suppose A side. This is AB. This is the one side of length. What is the length? 30. Great. After that, 10 and 50. 10, for example, 10 means for here. That means is 10 size at the 10. So 10 means this line. This is 10. Okay. And next one is the 15. So this is 15 line. Yes. This is the length 15, that is half of the 30, and this is the 10. Guys, if you join these three lines, triangle is formed? Yes?
No, sir.
No. Because when you place this line here, then it is 15, and this place, okay, this is length 10 line. If I have placed it here, same here, then this is starts from here to here. There is a gap of 5, length of 5. If it is centimeter, then 5 centimeters gap is there. So how it is becomes triangle? Is it possible? Yes, guys. No, we cannot find triangle from this 10, 15, 30. So what is the condition for the triangle? Addition of any two sides is always greater than remaining one. Guys, this is the condition to form the triangle. So addition of any two sides is always greater than the remaining one. Here, addition of 10 and 15, it becomes 25, which is less than the 13. 15 plus 13, 45, which is greater than 10. Yes, it is possible. Then 10 plus 30, 40, which is greater than 15. Yes, it is possible. But third condition, third option, what is the third? 10 plus 20, 15, it gives you 25. 25 is less than 30. So first, that triangle is not formed. And if triangle is not formed, then which type of triangle? How it is possible? Guys, understood? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, like this also. 10, 10 and 30. Which type? Is it isosceles? If two sides of the triangle are equal, then it is isosceles? No.
Yes, sir.
Is it isosceles? No.
No,
Because
no.
10 plus 10, 20. 20 is less than 30. In addition of any two sides is always greater than the remaining one. Then and then only that three sides forms a triangle. Otherwise, triangle is not formed. That is the condition. Guys, understood? So before deciding whether the triangle is equilateral, isosceles or scalene, before that we have first decide that whether triangle is formed or not. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Great. So that's why always you have think on different ways. Otherwise, it gives you wrong results. Okay, you know each and every condition. Then we will solve that. Now, let's move. So how output looks like on the console? So what is the message for that? Triangle is not formed. Great. So this is the message on the console. If you enter 10, 10 and 30, then what is the message? Triangle is not formed. And if suppose if it is 20, then triangle is formed. Yes, guys. 10, 20, 30. Triangle is formed. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Triangle is formed.
Yes, sir.
No, because 10 plus 20 is a 30. So if you join that, okay, 10 and 20, then it becomes one line, not a triangle. Understood? Okay, because addition of any two sides, that is 10 plus 20, 30, equal to the 30 line, always greater, then only it forms the triangle. So it is also not a triangle. So what is the message? Triangle is not formed. Yes, great. Yes, there is 21. Now triangle is formed. Yes.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, now triangle is formed from this because make addition of any two sides which is always greater than the remaining one. Okay? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Screen is visible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Screen is now visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Hope you understand. Now, if this type of edges are there or sides are entered by the user, then what is the message? Which type of triangle is that? Scalene triangle. So what is the message? Triangle is scalene. Okay. Scalene triangle. You can give any message. Triangle is scalene one. Understood? If it is suppose 21, 21 and 30, then which type of triangle is it? It is
Isosceles.
isosceles triangle. Great. So what is the message on the console? Triangle is isosceles triangle. Okay. Guys, understood the concept?
Yes, sir.
So this is the expected outputs on the console. So this is the requirement from the user. We have take the user's requirement, and as per the requirement, we have to design our code. So go to the code part now. So what is the first statement? Tell me. What is the first statement? As per the output, we have to write our code. So what is the first statement? Enter lengths of three sides of a triangle. That is the message one. Okay, so for displaying message, which function we have used? Tell me.
Printf.
Printf, yes. So printf in double quotes, as per the syntax, write the message which you want, give the /n, that means new line, and when statement ends, give the semicolon. Great. Next. Now, next step is we have to take the three values from the user. So taking three values from the user, what we have to do? What we have to do? Use scanf statement. In single scanf statement, that is %d, 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 that is format specifier. Don't use /n, don't use any message. Okay, write that a is equal to %d. No, don't use anything inside the double quotes in the scanf statement. Only use format specifier. How many times you want to scan the values from the user? Three different values, which is of type integer. So integer type, which format specifier required? %d. So use that one, give the semicolon where we want to save in any variable. Suppose for that we have to take three variables, address of A, B, and % of C. That is A, B, C. These are the three different sides. Now declare these three different sides: integer A, comma B, comma C. So this is called as variable station. Okay, so declare the variables integer A, B, C. These are nothing but the three different sides of a triangle. Okay, take the values from the user. So this is over, taking three values from the user. Now triangle is isosceles, triangle is not formed like this. So how we can write it? Okay, so for that purpose, we have to write the code. So first, what is the first condition? We have to decide whether that triangle is formed or not. That is the first condition. So for that, if, how to decide that triangle is formed or not? For that, A plus B, these are the two sides, always greater than the third side. Yes, understood? But it is
Yes, sir.
not sufficient. But it is not the sufficient condition. We have to check all the available options, means and. Okay, means simple Marathi ani. A plus B greater than C ani. For that, in C language, which operator is there? Logical operator and two times and. Then A plus C is also greater than B, and C plus B also greater than A. So if all these conditions are true, means A plus B greater than C, A plus C greater than B, and C plus B also greater than A, then and then only, and when all these conditions are true, and operator gives you true, and if it is true, then and then only triangle is formed, and if triangle is formed, then we have to decide which type of triangle is it. Understood, guys? So this is the first condition. And else, otherwise, this is a if this condition is false, then cursor automatically goes to the else part. In the else part, what is the body then? What is the body? Printf. What is the message? Angle is not formed. So this is the message. Great. Means if this condition is true, then triangle is formed, and then we have to decide which type of triangle it is. But if this condition is false, cursor automatically goes to the its else part and give the message that is triangle is not formed. Okay, now let's move to the types of triangle. How we can find the types of triangle? So which condition here? Now we have to use ladder. So what is the syntax for the ladder? If condition, then body of if, here is the body of if, then again else if condition, then again body of else if, again else if condition, like this. So we can nested number of condition, or we can add number of steps to this ladder, and last step is always else. Okay, so this is the syntax. As per the syntax, we have to write the ladder. Okay, now it's time to decide the conditions. So observe that if having always a condition, but only else does not having any condition part, but else if having a condition part. Always remember else if having the condition. So first, which condition we have to decide? Which triangle is having more conditions or more? First check the equilateral. If that triangle is equilateral, yes. How we can find the triangle is equilateral? Write the condition. When A is equal to B, means two sides are equal. A is equal to B, and A is equal to C. Okay. So what happens, guys? If A is equal to B, you cannot write like this. It is syntactically wrong. A is equal to B and B is equal to C. We cannot write like this. It is not possible in C language. Syntactically wrong. So for that, connectives are there. Logical operators are there. That is and. A is equal to B and A is equal to C. Now third one, and B is equal to C. Is it necessary? Three sides are equal. So A is equal to B, A is equal to C. Again, we can check the A is equal to B is equal to C. Not necessary, because transitivity rule. If A is equal to B and A is equal to C, obviously B is equal to C. Yes, understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that means no need to write extra condition. Yes, if you write extra condition, then also output is same. But for checking this condition part, time is consumed. That's why code is not optimized. Okay, first what we think, we have to give the solution for the problem statement. Then we have to optimize our code. Optimization means in less time our code get executed, whose response time is very fast. Okay, that is called as optimized code. Understood, guys? So always we focus on the optimization. So A is equal to B and A is equal to C. These both conditions are true, then printf. So what we give the message? That is triangle is equilateral triangle. So write this message, triangle is equilateral triangle. Give the semicolon at the end of the printf statement. So this is the body of first if. Now if else if, otherwise what we check? Otherwise, if this condition is false, then what happens? Only two sides of the triangle may be equal. Yes, that is also possible. Means A is equal to C, or two parallel pipelines, or operator. A is equal to C, or A is equal to B, or here we write or for B is equal to C. What is the meaning of that? Either A is equal to C, or either A is equal to B, or B is equal to C. Means any two sides, or if this condition is false, then three sides are not equal. That means what is remaining? Only two sides are equal. So check whether two sides are equal. A is equal to C, A is equal to B, or B is equal to C, or this is OR operator. Means any one is true, then the whole condition is also true. Okay, this is the truth table for OR. So anyone is true, then whole condition is also true. But for the AND, all conditions must be true, then the condition is true, otherwise it is a false. For AND operator, logical AND operator, and this is called as logical OR operator. And at that time we have to printf double quotes. Which type is that? Triangle is isosceles triangle. So write triangle is isosceles triangle. Okay, great. Next, if this condition is not true, this condition is not true, then automatically cursor goes to the next step. This is the ladder, and these are the different steps. So moves to the next step. So here, else if condition. Now guys, tell me, this is first condition is for the if the triangle is formed, and if triangle is formed, then these are the three options available. So no need to write again this else if condition. Directly we can write in the else part, because if this condition is not true, this condition is not true, then we know that the triangle is scalene triangle. So it is not needed to check the condition. If above true two conditions are false, automatically the triangle is scalene triangle. Okay, yes guys, understood? So this is if else if ladder. This whole is what it is called as if else if ladder. Okay, and this ladder is nested into if else. This is if else. This is if and else. Because first, checking the types, which type of triangle is it, we have to check whether the triangle is formed or not. So this is the condition for checking triangle is formed or not. And if this condition is false, automatically cursor goes to the else part, and it gives the message that is triangle is not formed. Great. Now After that, give the return statement, return 0 for successfully termination of your program. Okay, so this is else if ladder 1, then C source files, save it. Now it's time to compile. So compile it. So errors 0, warning 0. That means we can run it now. So enter the lengths of 3 sides of a triangle. So guys, just observe 10, 10 and 30. So what is the output of this code? If user enters 10, 10 and 30. So what is the message on the console?
Triangle is not formed.
Yes. So press enter and check whether our code is correct or not. Triangle is not formed. Great. Next, check for another inputs. So this is called as testing. Okay. So we have test our code. Run it. Enter the lengths of 3 sides of a triangle. So suppose 20, then 21, then 40. So what is the output of this program? 20, 21 and 40. So add any two
Triangle
sides.
is scalene triangle.
Yes, triangle is formed. Now which type of triangle? Scalene triangle. So triangle
Scalene.
is scalene one. Yes, great. Triangle is scalene one. Okay, this means we have on the correct track. Now check for another outputs, that is 10, 10. Okay, so 10, 10 and 5. So 10, 10 and 5. So 10, 10, 20, which is greater than 5, 10 plus, okay. So triangle is formed. Which type of triangle is it? Triangle is isosceles because yes. Is it correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes, correct. It is
Correct.
triangle is isosceles triangle because make addition of any two sides which is always greater than the remaining one. Okay, great. So let's remaining test for the remaining output, that is all sides are equal. Suppose 30, 30 and 30. Tell me, addition of any two sides are always greater than the remaining one. Yes, this condition is true. So which type? Triangle is equilateral triangle. Guys, hope you understand. Yes. How to
Yes,
write
sir.
the code? Step by step.
Yes, sir.
Just think on that, and as per the your thinking, same code you have to write into C language. Just think on Marathi or Hindi or English, and then write your flow, how it's work, and algorithm part or flow chart for that, and then you can solve it very easily. Okay. Guys, any doubts till this? Yes. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So if you want to debug it, so just give any toggle breakpoint line here, then debug it. Debugging is started because where we put the debugging toggle breakpoint here. So there is from here we have to debug line by line. Okay, for above statements which is executed as per our regular pattern. So enter lengths of 3 sides of a triangle, suppose 20, then 20 and then also 20. So it is isosceles triangle. Just see, press enter. When you press enter, okay, source file is more recent than the executable. Recompile. Yes, always remember, sometimes this problem is happens. Again compile it and then debug it. Okay, so what are the 20, then 20 and 20, and press enter. When you press enter, okay, So cursor goes to this line. So A plus B greater than C, A plus C. So for that, what we have to do? We have to give watch. Add watch. Choose that variable, click add watch. Choose that variable and click add watch. So initial values of A, B, C are 20, 20 and 20. Now, if A plus B 40 greater than 20, 40 greater than 20, yes, this condition is true. So next line, cursor goes to this. So A is equal to B, yes, and A is equal to C, yes, and N means both are true. So when you click on triangle is equilateral triangle, and if the ladder's first step is executed, then other steps does not get executed. Cursor goes out of this, means comes here, whether it gives the correct, yes, and also if is executed, so else is also does not get executed. If else is executed, then its else part does not get executed, and directly cursor goes to the return 0. Okay, and output is displayed here as a triangle is a equilateral. Okay, don't close from here. If it is in debugging mode, you have to stop execution from here, then remove your toggle breakpoint by clicking this line number. Okay, any doubts till this? Yes. Now it is time for activity. 15 minutes are remaining. So what is your question? This is the question. Input marks of 5 subjects from the user. Calculate percentage and print the grades. If your marks percentage is greater than or equal to 90, grade is A, then grade is B, otherwise grade is C, D, E, pass and fail. This is the problem statement. So you have to write the answer of this. Okay, I have to upload it on the Moodle, on the discussion forum. Okay. This is our discussion forum. I have add new discussion topic. Okay, calculate the percentage and print the grades. Yes, so this is the input marks of 5 subjects from the user and calculate the percentage and the print the grade, and for that purpose this is the program. Okay, I have pasted that in your chat window also. Okay, so solve it and upload it on the Moodle. Your time starts now. If you have any doubts between that, you can ask me. Okay.